What's going on, everybody? C4 here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are here for episode 10 of Madden 22 Pink Slips with the San Antonio Express. Today's episode going to be a little bit more on the light side because we only have 2 games in the bye week. It's always 1 episode per season that is going to have the bye week included. So we'll have just, just be a little bit light. We have 2 home games. Jacksonville Jaguars, we had the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm feeling just because the Jags, we've beat up on the Jags a little bit already, we'll probably just play the moments there. So if we do win, it's not just like, I was on the sticks the entire time and then we get to go bring it to the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm actually intrigued to see what that Eagles roster looks like. But before we get into that, we have a little housekeeping, 2 things that need to get kind of handled. First thing is first, the scout players, the custom draft class players, the perk that has been added to my Patreon. If you are a subscriber of my Patreon, you didn't get your player in, there's still plenty of time. Or if you're interested in this feature, it's a great way to go above and beyond and support my channel, by all means. But the first wave, every name that I have that is for year 2's draft class has been implemented here. I was thinking maybe preview it, but I think it's going to be just more beneficial to preview it once I have everything's kind of scouted here. So there is obviously a mix of Patreon players and regular players, and again, I do it honestly. I literally would okay, I'm gonna edit your name for certain players. I want to make sure your stats are kind of good. I don't know anyone's dev trait, and any player that was not, obviously we got Buster McNuggets here, okay? But any player that was not a Patreon player, I was not looking, trying not to look, because it's not gonna be fun for me to draft. It's one of those things, people knowing that I modify the draft class. If I end up drafting 575 overalls, they're gonna know something's fishy, and probably something was fishy. So I still, finding the balance between, yes, editing the players and getting you guys and the guys you want to have fun and see in this series in the draft class is important to me. And it's also important to withhold the integrity of the draft so that I can still thoroughly enjoy the drafting process. So, but yeah, we will have at a later date a full preview of the draft class. It will definitely be in season at some point, but I just need to get my scouting done. So that is one thing. And the last thing for housekeeping is we ended last episode with a 42-7 victory over the Baltimore Ravens. It was a 5-star performance. We spun the wheel. We got the pink slip special, which is +3 throw power, which is already applied to Mac Jones. And we still had waiting in the wings here, +3 acceleration, +3 sprint speed. And on top of all that, you guys had to tell me what players we won from the Baltimore Ravens. So first thing is first, let's find out what players we're bringing in. So we had Coach Midas throw up this suggestion. It was the most liked suggestion, so that's how I do it. We run a little bit of democracy here. So first up, we're going to be sending Devin Duvernay, 74 star dev, to the Ravens to get John Ross, 74 normal dev. So we're getting an obvious downgrade, but he's royalty. We don't have Tom Savage. We don't have access to Tom Savage in free agency to kind of have him on the roster. So from the very first Pink Slip series that we ever did, it was Tom Savage to John Ross. So I do think there's a little bit of royalty going on here, and I don't necessarily hate that. And you don't always have to be cheesing and getting the best possible upgrade. Sometimes there's going to be moves that it's just because we want to make it, and that's not bad. I mean, obviously John Ross got that speed. We're going to be able to utilize him, but we are definitely giving up a dev trade here. But we're going to be utilizing that +10 upgrade, because that's a 0, to flip Kendall Sheffield, who's a player that we recently got downgraded to from Asante Samuel Jr., the rookie. So we have Kendall Sheffield, and we're going to send him for the veteran William Jackson, 84 star dev, big time upgrade on the back end of the defense. I don't think he's going to be a team captain because of that age. I'm not overly worried about losing him, but that is still someone that is absolutely paired with Greg Newsome, going to improve our secondary. So I think we definitely are coming ahead than we are losing, Devin Duvernay and his dev trait. So this is the move that we are doing. And then put that back up, C4. Everyone agreed that we give the +3 acceleration, +3 sprint speed to our beastly running back, Najee Harris, yet again. So since he's been on our squad, he's had +6 acceleration, +6 sprint speed. So with these boosts to Najee, let's see what it does more so for his rating. It definitely will go up. So the acceleration, 1, 2, 3. It's up to an 83 elusive back, sprint speed 1, 2, 3. Up to an 84 elusive back now. We have, good God, it's like Madden Ultimate. I mean, hey, someone said this series, little bit like Madden Ultimate Team, and you're starting to see it here just now. And I guess, it's what you guys want to see. If we keep spinning pink specials, do we just get to the point where Najee Harris is 99 speed, 99 acceleration at 230 pounds? I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it. But now that has all been taken care of. The Patreon draft class has been taken care of. We can focus on today's episode. We have the Jags, we have the Eagles. Let's get into it. So I'm glad that this kind of happened. We sim to the next week. We have a weekly award winner. And I've been asking a couple times just in the comments to get a true read of what you guys think we should do in terms of handling the weekly awards. And this was the best suggestion that I've got. It's quite elaborate, but from Mako, essentially, whatever player gets a weekly award, we can give +2 to position-specific ratings. So if you get a quarterback, throw power accuracy, running back, yada, 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 defensive backs, man coverage, zone coverage, stuff like that. +2, I like it. I like it. I feel like this is a great starting point for this. We can build off of this. We can downgrade it. We can buff it. But I think for today's episode, because we do have a weekly award winner, actually, I don't know who it is, but adding +2 to any position-specific rating, I'm all in on that. So we are going with that. And our weekly award winner is Greg Newsome. Our superstar. I mean, he was outstanding. He made the thumbnail. He made the thumbnail for the last video. 1 tackle, 2 interceptions. One of them was a 100-yard pick six, something crazy like that. So we can go in for Greg Newsome and give him +2 to, we'll just say for a corner, man zone press. Pick one of those two. So here are Greg Newsome's stats, 79s across the board. I think for this, obviously I just like man corners, so I'm gonna give him +2 to man coverage, which now bumps his rating up to an 80 overall man-to-man archetype in our secondary. What a beast. That's been applied. We now have a breakout player, so it's kind of fitting because obviously we don't want too much positives just coming right off the bat here. So this will be sim-based, and it's Quincy Williams, the outside linebacker. Okay. It's a little bit of a weird one, but hold the Jaguars. I got to put this in because if the thing gets botched, 250 total yards, probably not going to happen, or get Quincy Williams, 1 interception, 1 forced fumble, 1 TFL, or 1 sack. Seems kind of attainable for a starting outside linebacker. He's currently sitting on a normal dev, so having another star dev player doesn't hurt. So let's keep that in mind as we take on actually his in real life team, the Jacksonville Jaguars. So as we go into this game, definitely a revenge game. We have been picking on the Jags just a little bit. So, even though it's a sim and if we do win or lose, the star total will be halved. This is definitely a game the Jacksonville Jaguars are like, all right, we're gonna get some players back here today. So let's see what we can do. Starting off kind of slow. They're able to get a touchdown. We're going right down the field. Equalize at 7 apiece. I mean, this is a Jags team. I always want to beat up on the Jags because, even though we're probably not going to upgrade Mac Jones to Justin Herbert as we get our second touchdown of the game, they got Micah Parsons there. Oh my God. I'm going to be honest with you, fellas. This whole series was kind of set up that, we're going to lose most of our sim games. And it makes me feel pretty bad that we're almost losing most of the games I'm playing. And we're doing okay in the sim games. This is going to be a victory. Seeing it out, probably very low scoring, very minimal upgrade, which is fair for sure and definitely helps with the grind a little bit. But hell yeah, man. Mac Jones, 240 yards, 3 touchdowns, 21-14. Nice divisional victory. I see Najee going over 100 yards as he's been taking his supplements. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's calculate this, man. Nice sim victory. I didn't have to, this is a play the moments. And not at any point there did I feel like I had to come in and play any of the moments. So we'll be fully on the sticks here against the Eagles coming up. And hopefully we have a nice new player that can aid us in that game next week. Okay, so looking at the scoring here, we won the game and it was a divisional victory, so we're starting out with a beautiful +2 stars just before we even break into the stats here. Looking at the actual stats, Mac Jones with his 3 passing touchdowns gets us a half star. Over 100 yards right here for Najee Harris is a half star. Devontae Smith with his 2 receiving touchdowns is a half star. And that is it. Nothing on the defense. A couple good performances here for sure. 2 TFLs and a sack, Montez Sweat. No picks, nothing there for PBUs, no gongs, but it's ultimately a 3.5 star performance. We have it, and round up ends up being a 2-star performance plus 4 upgrade that we get to take away from the Jacksonville Jaguars. And from that game, Quincy Williams, he's happy with his performance. Did he actually earn that? We did! We just got it right out the rip. We had to hold the Jags under 250 total yards. They had 229. Let's go! Quincy Williams got a star dev right there. Hell yeah. So this is the best combination I came up for that +4. We're going to be setting a player that we actually just acquired in William Jackson, 84 star, but he is 29, And we're going to get 1 point upgrade to get Dante Jackson, who's 85 superstar and 3 years younger at 26. He's also a scheme fit, so an easy player. I guess the question would come, if we bring in Dante Jackson, is he going to be worthy enough of throwing a captaincy badge on so we don't risk losing him? We'll have to double check. And then you can never have enough depth, so I'm going to send John Runyon, normal dev 65, back for Ben Barch, player originally that was on our squad. But he's a 68 star, and it's definitely worth having depth, because what if our current starting left guard, Jonah Jackson, who's like 74 star, he might get poached, and at least we now have a guy that could step in with a nice dev trade. So I think it's just big picture thinking here, but a big time addition in the secondary. Dante Jackson for William Jackson. So we got the Eagles up next. I have no idea what this Eagles roster looks like. I know they had a couple Patreon guys. So that's about it. So let's see what we got ourselves into here. Looking at the Eagles, they got Jalen Hurts as their starting quarterback. Munson, they spent a premier pick there, so maybe they're not sold on Jalen Hurts. They got Montgomery in the backfield. Not really players we're gonna like. I more so want to look at like, who are we potentially stealing? There's another Patreon guy. Andy Isabella does have pink slip speed. It's kind of interesting, as does DJ Chark, height, weight, speed. Okay, I'm intrigued a little bit here. They got Dawson Knox at tight end, sure. A couple guys here on the offensive line that could be interesting. I mean, obviously out of reach though. Ragnow. Daniels have a dev trade. He does have a dev trade, so I mean, there could be an improvement there on the offensive line at left guard. Chris Jones on the D-line. Good guy. They got Leonard Williams, who actually has an injury right now. D-tackle, Linval Joseph. Javon Kinlaw. I mean, that is a spot. That's the one spot we've yet to really address in pink slips. My starting D-tackles aren't the best. Right? Like, there's no, unless we absolutely dominate, we probably won't be able to get Kinlaw. They got Darius Leonard, the Maniac. That could be a fun player potentially, but we'd need, I don't think there's any way, honestly, we actually could get him. We got Surtain in the secondary. Again, we could absolutely try to look for that 81 superstar. So that's somewhat attainable. Josh Simmons probably not. It's not. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's not the flashiest of Matt. Oh, they got another channel pink slips. Prochet, Ferrero Prochet is pretty nice. But I think this is gonna be a game that, like, if we just get like a meh victory, our upgrades probably won't be that substantial. But if we get a big time victory, spin the wheel, plus 20. Got my cat. My cat's excited. What's up, Rex? He's ready for it. Let's go. Mac Jones walking out, emerging in the rain. It's going to be a sloppy game. It's going to come down to what team can run the ball better, maybe. And I'm liking our turbo-boosted Najee Harris in this type of situation. But for the love of God, it's nothing more embarrassing when we get wins in the sim and then I hop with the sticks and just fail miserably. So hopefully that's not on the cards here today, as the San Antonio Express take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Look how awkward he stands. That's so fitting. Let's go, Mac. Mac attack. Okay, we got 3rd and 10. Run game. Not working on the opening drive. We got Devontae Smith. Maybe? Looks like he has a step. Oh, and he brings it in. Heisman Trophy winner. I mean, that's Travis Fulgham, but let's go. It's not actually him. That's his number. Heisman. Oh, that's a beautiful pass. I thought that was a pick. Looked like 13 was just right there with him. Would undercut that. Look at that air distance. Mac Jones, the pink special is paying off with the arm talent, the throw power. Jesus. One thing to note, I was kind of I just noticed, Najee Harris does not have a rushing touchdown yet this year. He has a lot of yards, has yet to get a touchdown. So that's kind of just something that doesn't look like it's going to happen today. Oh. Okay. Luckily, that was a linebacker, not a DB, or that would have been a pick 6. Let's try this. Jet New Orleans. Sure. John Ross, got Quez Watkins. That's one thing that I do kind of want to prioritize. I don't want John Ross eating into Quez Watkins snaps. His targets. All day the throw. And he caught it, Quez. I thought that was dropped, but he caught it. Phenomenal. That right there was the offensive line. Offensive line got us that touchdown. Literally, I think we have like 2 plays already that have been pretty much sacks, if not full-on sacks. And just getting that away before Chris Jones could decapitate our quarterback. Outstanding job from that offensive line. That's their touchdown, giving us that amount of time. Uh-oh. Okay. Who's their running back? David Montgomery. Okay, I'm not really worried about David Montgomery, but maybe I should be. Oh, that's a good drop. That's a bad drop. That would have been a first down. 3rd and long, coming up for the Philadelphia Eagles. It's raining. I'm gonna guess that we're gonna have a bad drop or two on our side. There we go. Quincy Williams with the pass rush. Jalen Hurts breaks out of it. Bailey. I clearly have to throw. Let's see if we can get a pick here, man. We got so much confidence in our secondary after all the interceptions we had against the Ravens last episode. I think we're just Greg Newsom's just daring. Oh my God! Owe decapitates. Are they gonna go for it? That's gonna be 4th and 4th and 3. They're kicking it. Whole new field goal attempt. Pretty good. I'll take that. Okay, big time chance here to make a play. I'm gonna. They got their best corner on John Ross. So maybe go Devontae again. Quez Watkins quick. Definitely should have went to Quez Watkins sooner. And that's brutal. I'll give it to the defense. Punt it. That's, oh, come on. Not going to be a pick. Hawkins.
Mine.
Why did you, hey. Thank God he threw that. Oh, can we get a pick 6? Got a lot of return yards there. That's a C4 throw if I've ever seen one. Fucking run the ball. Enter like rookie Josh Allen, I suppose. All right, 3rd and 11. Let's do another shot here because we are not running the ball. Might be time though to mix in a screen pass. But let's see what we can do here. 3rd and 11. Trying to capitalize on the interception.
That's terrible.
While 95% of the people that play on All Pro play it because they hate the cheese on All Madden, there's still a little bit, right? What are these throws? Are you like they're scripting? What? You know what though? I'll say this on that play right there. Bullshit, yes, but what is a 6'4" corner against like a 5'10" DB? Like, they had the size mismatch, even though I still think that's a little. I'm gonna contest. There's a slight hint of an aroma of cheesy bullshit. Good play. Good play, Hurts. There we go. Getting home. Smith. For as weak as our D-tackle spot is, this street guy has been on fire the last couple episodes. I think he's benefiting from having, Owe and Sweat on the opposing sides. But look, Owe just destroyed him. Applied the pressure. Didn't get there. But that's a savage sack. Get the ball back. Get some momentum here for the Express. Get off me. Get off me, baby. Ooh, okay. Check down to John Ross. He does a little bit with it there. To get to the 2-minute warning. Devontae? Contested catch, but I'm taking Devontae on Fabian Moreau every day of the week. 2nd touchdown of the game for Mac Jones. Getting that confidence back. Putting those 2 picks behind him. It's what we needed. And we got the pressure. They bit on the pressure, and they're going to settle for a field goal. They went for it and missed. So you get for faking me out. Now, you actually, you know what? I'm going to take that you went for the fake field goal when I was giving you the, all right, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to bring the pressure. I'm going to try to score on you again. It's the least I could do. Ah! Don't play me. Don't play me like that, Philly. Don't play me. Don't fake field goals. I'm gonna burn you. What a ball. Look at this. All right, blows right past him. Mac Jones, just like flick of the wrist. Beautiful. Absolute dart. Oh, come on, let's go. I'm determined to get Najee his first. I know we like calling in Tebow, but it's pretty bad that Najee Harris does not have a rushing touchdown yet this year. So let's see if we can get him one. 2nd and goal. I'm going to feed them all. We're not throwing this. This is all going to be straight runs. But goddamn, man, this Eagles run defense is good. 17 rushes. We got 42 yards so far in this game. So they've done a very good job Come on. Get in. I'm going for it. They stop me, they deserve it. If not, we get the much needed touchdown for Najee. Gotta get him rolling. Gotta get him some confidence here. Whoa, he almost got there. All right. Good. I mean, hey, Eagles earned that. Oh, we're going all blitz. We're bringing them down. This is safety. This is going to be a safety. Matt. Like, this feels like I'm playing against Jalen Hurts. He's scrambling when he needs to scramble. His throws are inconsistent, but... there we go. Get the sack. Just barely grabbing him. But I'll credit where credit's due, man. The AI play calling, the AI making it feel like you're actually going against the actual players on the field in Madden 22 is good. It's good. Maybe it's not perfect, but it's good. 3rd and 7. Let's get off the field here. We know they're in 4-down territory. Come on! We're at the start QB containing. All right, we got Dante Jackson, nickel blitz. Come on. You're so fast. You should be able to get home. Oh, we got there, but they go for the screen. Zimmerman eats that one alive. Nothing for David Montgomery. Great stand. Are they going to go for it or punt it? They're going for it. Appreciate that, but if we get this turnover on downs, this game is over. Let's finish out here with Montez Sweat sack.
Mine.
Or a Zimmerman pick. Either one. Let's go. Can we get a pick 6? That'd be great for the scoring. Well, there we go. 3rd pick of the day for Jalen Hurts. That should be the dagger. Okay. Najee's got to wait because there's no way we're converting 3rd and 7 on the ground here. Devontae? Just keep feeding him. He has not lost all game long, but they might double team him. Get the middle. Hey, right in the middle of the field. Tommy Tremble wide open. I think that's Hightower. Hightower's an old man at this point, man. Can't keep up with the young bucks. We just put this game away. And it's a nice victory. Clean victory. Very, like, Jalen Hurts' outrageous stat line. Like, he didn't do anything until he did. Hurts and bursts, I guess, was what you could say for the Eagles. But convincing, 28-10. Very happy with that victory. We'll calculate the star ratings here. Don't think it'll be a 5. If I had to guess right now, it'll be a 3. But we'll calculate it and figure out what players that we could potentially win. And we'll use that to kick off the next episode. All right, so I calculated, and it's another good one. We won the game. We won by 14, which is 1.5 stars. We won the turnover battle by 1. It was not a clean game on either side of the ball. But that is worth a half star. Looking at our actual player stats, Mac Jones with over 300 yards passing and 4 touchdowns gets a full star. On the receiving end, we had 100+ yards and 2 touchdowns for Devontae Smith, which is 1 star. We have on the defensive side of the ball, we have our 3 interceptions. Dante Jackson, Zimmerman, and Jalen Hawkins. Each interception is worth a half star. So that's a 1.5 star total. I don't think we had anything else there. We didn't have gongs, we didn't have PBUs or anything like that. So ultimately, it's a 5.5 star performance, a 5 star. You get to spin the wheel and get a +10 upgrade at minimum. Again, I will say, from my perspective, as the content creator, getting a lot of 5-star performances and stuff like that right now. We're in a good little time period. But again, I said as soon as we hit that 80 overall, and if we keep getting these 5 stars, it's going to be much sooner than later. I'm going to have to suck it up. Even if I have to find like some good sliders, it will be knocked up to all Madden at an 80 overall. And we're going to be there sooner than later. We might as well get the wheel spin here out of the way. You know the boost, dev trade, free agency freebie, +20 overall, pink special, and the pick. I actually kind of hope we get pick a team because the Eagles roster was not looking the best. But then again, now that we got the +10, who knows? So I'd say for this one, I'm looking for +20 or pick a team. I actually kind of hope we don't get pink special. I do have like an option here, like to use the spin the wheel. I can decrease the percentages. Right now, everything has equal percentage. But like the fact that we got pinks, like maybe it could be something where like if you get something, you knock it down, you could just some increment, so it's less likely to get the same thing a couple times in a row. Because if we get pink special, that's like the last 3 wheels. We've got pink special. I'll stop talking. Let's just spin it. I mean, anyone. Yeah, like you think free agency freebie's not good, but there's some like guys in the high 70s that would come in and walk right into our team right now. But we have the dev boost, which is a dev trade boost to any player. I'm going to write that down. Dev boost. Think about it. Who are we getting? Devontae Smith. Get him up to a superstar. Maybe. Anyone else on the defensive spot? Maybe someone that we win from the Eagles. Keep that in mind because that is going to be another thing I need to get from you. In terms of feedback in the comments, who is getting a dev trade boost? So now it's time to figure out what players we can win from the Philadelphia Eagles. And here is the short list that I've been able to generate. As always, I will be pinning the top comment in the comment section with the different values of upgrades, as well as reminding you to give me the dev trace boost suggestion. But look at the Philadelphia Eagles here. We're going to start with just everything in between. First, we have Andy Isabella. This would require a plus 10. He is a pink slip style wide receiver, 95 speed, 93 acceleration. Good catcher. We would upgrade Austin Prohl to him using that full plus 10. Probably not the best way to spend it, but I did think it was worth mentioning because of the pink slip speed. Sticking with the wide receivers, though, we can get a plus 9 upgrade here to upgrade John Ross to DJ Chark. 83 star dev, height, weight, speed. 6'4", 25 years old, coming with 94 speed, 93 acceleration, 88 catching, 93 jumping. That is a pink slip wide receiver. While John Ross is a legend, it's still worth noting that DJ Chark could become the next legend and a little bit better of a player, but this is plus 9. Looking at tight end, we can upgrade Tommy Tremble, who's a star dev tight end, and get plus 6 to get Dawson Knox, who's a 79 star dev tight end. Both young, both have a lot of upside, so if we really do want to start, maybe you think long-term about these types of upgrades, where it's like, all right, Dawson Knox is an upgrade, but getting us someone like Dawson Knox means that maybe down the road we get a big win, we can get one of the premier tight ends in the NFL. So there is an upgrade worth mentioning, even though, maybe it's not the biggest one that we could make. Another upgrade we have is a guard switch. They have this guy, James Daniels, 78 star dev right guard, and we, for plus 3, can upgrade Jonah Jackson, who's a star dev right guard, and just get a slightly better player. I think, again, slowly chipping away at getting better players. That's, plus 3. Maybe look at mix and matching some of the next value players I'm going to talk about, so we can, instead of just making, like with DJ Chark or Andy Isabella, using 9 and 10 of our full 10 points, get a couple different players and improve the squad in different areas. So James Daniels plus 3 would upgrade from Jonah Jackson, and he's actually a year younger. So that's, maybe that's something to consider. Next one is one that I think should be fine, but feel free if you don't think it's fair. But we have Darius Leonard here, who's an outside linebacker. I view guards as guards, tackles as tackles. Should we just view linebackers as linebackers? Because it'd be a plus 3 to upgrade from Deion Jones at middle linebacker to Darius Leonard, who would be probably a middle linebacker on our squad. It's from a schematic standpoint, there's no difference in my opinion between Darius Leonard and Deion Jones. So I'm just throwing that out there. I think it should be fair game. I think maybe we can make the call when it's like someone like a Von Miller, where it's clearly an edge rusher. It's not really a like for like. But when you're talking about Darius Leonard, who's probably the only actual starting linebacker that's like a similar size and build to Deion Jones, that's going to be a similar rating, I'm throwing it up there. So Darius Leonard, it'd be a plus 3 to get him, swapping out for Deion Jones, and then we definitely have to consider making Darius Leonard a team captain. So I'm throwing that out, plus 3 for Darius Leonard. And the final upgrade here in the secondary would be Zimmerman, our 75 normal rookie. We could upgrade plus 6 to get Patrick Surtain, PS2, 81 superstar dev corner. Pretty much would solidify our secondary there. Having Patrick Surtain, having, why am I brain farting? Patrick, well, just look right here, Dante Jackson and Newsome. We'd have 3 superstars. So it'd be Zimmerman, plus 6 to get Pat Surtain. We could also pair that with a Deion Jones to get a Darius Leonard. That'd be using plus 9. But it's all up to you guys. So I'll be putting that in the comments, and let me know. And most likely, I'll probably record the next episode. Like I said, I love getting in the rhythm with this series. So there's a good chance after college football starts winding down a little bit tonight, I will record the new episode and go off the feedback that you guys have provided here today. But thank you very much for watching today's video, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for clicking. As always, the first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. Leaving comments and hitting likes helps the videos in the old YouTube algorithm, so I very much appreciate that. And I'll see you guys back in the next one. Thanks for watching, and peace out.